Hi, welcome to the first episode of our podcast, the highly original podcast with Joe Martino and Mike Ianieri.
How you guys doing today?
So yeah, we decided to start a podcast. Something I've been wanting to do.
Yeah, no, you called the other day and we were just talking. It was like, man, we got the mics for everything we need. Like, let's do it.
It really all has happened pretty fast. It was Friday.
It was Friday.
Yeah, Friday I called you, and I was like, yeah, because I knew you had the equipment.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do a podcast, but I didn't have an idea about what. And I'm kind of like currently working on all these things too, so it's like I never had the time to do it. Like, yeah. So when you called and said that, I was like, yeah, let's do this, man. There's nothing stopping. Especially two Italian guys, man, talking like,
which has definitely not been done.
Nah, man, it's original. It's everything.
No one.
Come on, man. I think we're the only Italian people on the planet, actually.
Honestly, yeah. I
don't think anybody else.
This definitely does not exist. There's
no
one else doing this.
I'm almost sure that there's not even two people that are friends doing this, let alone them being Italian. So I just think we're covering all the bases. We're original. We're hip. We're new.
But, like, jokes aside, we are going to be doing, we are going to have our own spin on this. We're not just going for just another one of the two guys just talking to each other.
Just talking about
podcast
life.
So, like, something what we're trying to do here is be a kind of a cultural review podcast. Talk about some fun topics, a little bit of current event stuff, a little bit of the Italian American culture.
Of course.
But also something I really wanted to focus on and make this unique is talk about the pop culture from like when we were kids and growing up. So everything from like 2000 to 2019, like just movies, TV shows, fashion,
commercials, like
we should do.
For sure, man, because there's a lot of commercials I remember.
Yeah. 2000s had some of the best.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're blessed, dude. We're blessed to grow up in the era we did.
Some like the cavemen stuff.
Yeah,
like there's some golden...
Geico caveman. Yeah. It's so easy a caveman can do it.
Yeah, that was like
that was perfect.
I
liked how the caveman always got offended. That was always great. It was like, yeah.
They made a TV show out of that?
I feel like I heard of that. Did they really do that?
Yeah, they made like...
Was it like a real live action or was it like... I just want to know who.
They made a TV show called The Cavemen, and the whole premise was like these cavemen living in the modern era, but they look like cavemen, and like they deal with like...
Insurance?
No, it had nothing to do with Geico. But they like work in an office and like they have to deal with like anti-caveman sentiment.
Oh my god!
It was like a whole...
I wonder how this got like pitched to a producer.
It got canceled real quick.
Yeah,
like it wasn't on the air long, but like.
Well, man, I mean those commercials were hilarious. So you'd think like a show like that would be funny. Was it the same actor playing the caveman or like?
I don't think so, but like.
Jeez, that's kind of sad. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Just R.I.P. Caveman.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Show. Caveman guy. I didn't know that.
Maybe it wasn't the right time.
Nah, I just feel like it was so easy that even... I'm not going to say it.
All right.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, finish it.
Even a caveman could do it.
All right. Good job, Mikey.
Thanks.
All right. But, yeah, that's actually a good point. I think we should definitely incorporate commercials. That's
man.
Yeah, I don't even know why I didn't think of that. That's like...
Well, I mean, I'm great. Come on.
Definitely.
Nah, I'm terrible.
Oh.
I'm terrible.
Oh, Mikey.
At least that's what my dad thinks, because he's still getting that milk, and I got the cereal here, and it's just kind of dry, and I'm starting to think that I'm not a good person because of it.
All right, so I think we're gonna delve into our first topic. What we got, Mikey? Remind me, what were we gonna do first?
I think we should break the silence about Shakira real quick. I just want to talk about that.
Yeah, okay. I don't
know.
Yeah. Well,
no, I'm hearing some things now like $12 million. Like, what do you call it? Tax erosion? What's it called?
Tax evasion.
$12 million tax evasion.
Yeah. So like this is something I've known a little bit. I brought it to your attention earlier right before the podcast because well, we actually did record a podcast before this, but it was just awful. Our first run, guys, not good. You've been spared from a terrible. Like,
we want you to love us. We don't want you to, we don't want you to like us. Hate. We want you to love us.
Yeah.
So we're doing this for you.
Yeah.
And it's because,
And we want you to know us, too.
Yeah, no, in all seriousness, we want you guys to tune in, man. Like, if you're ever down and out, you need to pick me up. Maybe there's something on the show that'll make you laugh, something that we can inform you on. I know Joe's got loads of information that, every time he talks, like, I'm learning new things, and I feel like the Geico caveman. I honestly do. And it's not good. It's not a good feeling.
I know, with the hair and beard, man, you're starting to...
Yeah, I mean...
It's starting to look like...
This is not a good feeling. I kind of want to shave. Like, you guys mind if I shave on this live podcast? Nah.
Yeah. No, man, we got to save that for
the next
episode 3.
but like, could you explain to me a little bit about this? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused about this.
No, so honestly, we're gonna have to Google it while we're doing it. Oh man, you got Bing up again.
Oof. Yeah, I'm not a Bing person.
Nah, Google all the way. No, so okay, I'll go by what I know. I just know that Shakira has been accused by the Spanish government because she's from Colombia, but she lives in Spain. Well, we're having some trouble here. All right, cool, we're good. Yeah, she's lived in Spain for a while, and the Spanish government has accused her of like tax evasion and like what did you say it was 12 million?
Yeah, I thought it was 12 million, but now what is it sent over here? 16.4 million.
Okay, so it looks like it's gone up from between 2012 and 2014.
So is she like? Do you think she's actually gonna do time? I mean, I was hearing some like 8 years in prison. Like,
that's what they're saying, like 8 years.
Because 16 million is a lot of money. Like that's.
So I don't know about you, Mike. So I mean, maybe this is me being biased because like Shakira is like a beloved.
Yeah, Shakira's awesome. Like, she's got kids and everything. Like I feel
she's
Shakira. Yeah,
she's I'd say maybe one of the most important like entertainers of history in a way.
Yeah.
Well, think about it, man. She kind of broke through like the Latin music like over into like English.
Right. No,
kind of brought like Latin music a little like mainstream a little bit, I'd say.
Yeah, no, her music was. I mean,
I don't know. Would you agree with that? I feel like she was like a. Like she did bring it kind of
she's definitely a pioneer. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I do think she's important to.
No, for sure.
Music history. So yeah, like I don't want her to be like.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like it's sad reading this.
So
actually,
like I wouldn't be surprised. And scroll down if we can find this, because my guess, I kind of think that like maybe this is like her management did this. You know what I mean? Like sometimes with celebrities, like they're not like handling their own money.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like
maybe someone else kind of. Because, I mean, I'd imagine she's, like, ungodly busy. Like, on tour and, like
so
all the different things she has going on.
So, this goes back to 2018. All right, so she maintains that she's innocent. Actually, I think this article might be old, because I think she and Gerard Piqué, or Piqué, are not together anymore.
Look at this sad photo she posted of her 2 children and her.
Yeah, so I guess it's still got an ongoing story. I was kind of hoping we could find.
Yeah, there's not. It's kind of vague.
But
yeah, it's a little. Yeah, see the amount of money though, €1 million. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean I don't know about you, Mike. I would be pretty upset. Like,
I'd be sad.
Actually, like I'm not.
I mean, she's got kids, dude. She's Shakira. I mean, come on. Like, who doesn't love Shakira?
Shakira? So I
don't care how tough I am. If I hear a Shakira song in my truck, I'm gonna start singing it.
Oh yeah.
I don't care who's looking. I don't care who's not looking.
What's your favorite Shakira song?
I think "Hips Don't Lie."
Hips Don't Lie.
I'm gonna have to say that's probably like my earliest memory of me, like, dancing to bachata, I think, man. I think that's the earliest. I think that's when I learned that my hips don't lie, honestly.
Was it?
I think that's when I actually found out, like, you know what? I got hips.
Your hips are truthful.
And
that was like, yeah.
I said, I'm not calling y'all a liar, but I'm not calling you a truther either. I said, these hips are just,
okay.
They don't lie. They're just, like, honest Abe, that's my hips. That's what I think about Shakira. I think she's great, and I do not want to see her behind bars.
What about Whenever, Wherever? That was like her first breakout hit. Nah, Hips Don't Lie. All right, that's fine. Yeah, if you want to go keep with it, Hips Don't Lie. That's.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, look, I'm not gonna act like I know all her songs' names.
I'm gonna say
I only know Hips Don't Lie. I cannot lie.
Okay, I'm gonna say before we move on to our next topic, though, I do contend Hips Don't Lie, one of the greatest songs ever written.
Of course, yeah.
Honestly, I really, do. I'm not joking. I'm not being sarcastic right now. I literally do think that song is one of the. It is like one of the most fun songs. Like
agreed, man. I feel
that comes on when you're out dancing with your friends.
Yeah, having a good time.
Yeah, like that's.
Look, there's two songs that pump me up, man, and that's the Rocky theme song, and that's Hips Don't Lie. When I hear those two together, apart, you catch me in the gym, you catch me at work.
What about a mashup of those two songs?
I think that's the day I could say, you know what, the world's good.
Yeah, it's like
this is a good world we live in. If we have a Rocky theme mixed with Hips Don't Lie, I think. Yeah, I don't want to see her go to jail, man. Yeah, definitely. I have nothing else to say, but Shakira's awesome. Like, it's a lot of money. She,
yeah, I mean,
hey, I like Tony Soprano too. He was the bad guy in Sopranos, so I mean, hey.
All right. Shakira's not Tony Soprano.
No.
So like,
12 million, 18 million. God dang.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess we could like follow this story as it goes on.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. It's just like I will be saddened if
I definitely
Shakira
will,
goes
man.
to jail. Like,
especially she's got like 2 young kids with her and everything, man. It's just sad.
Yeah.
Sad. I guess you could say her hips lied a little bit.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that yet.
Okay.
Mikey, innocent until proven guilty.
He's right. Jesus, he's right.
All right, so I guess we can follow this story.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I guess what do we want to go with next?
I mean, did you say something about Blockbuster? That really kind of was that something you wanted to talk about, or
no? Definitely. We will talk about Blockbuster, but I don't know. I think we wanted to throw in a little bit of the Italian American,
of course,
charm and briefly talk about a big problem, guys, and that is Italian on Italian feuding over food.
It's not good.
Like, you don't make manicotti this way, you don't make it that way. Like it is honestly, it's a problem in our.
It's now definitely
in
is.
Our group.
It definitely is, man. I think we could do better as people. Because like my grandmother was Sicilian.
You were saying like your grandparents like it was like a serious
bitter it was like guerrilla warfare in the kitchen. Like my grandmother Sicilian. My grandfather was Castellan.
Well.
And like
Abruzzo,
region, the Abruzzo region, and
come on, Mike.
And
most people aren't gonna know.
You know what? I'm sorry, guys. The Abruzzo region, Castelli. That's where my grandfather's from, and they make meatballs a certain way. And my grandmother's Sicilian meatballs were made a little bit different, I think, just with the garlic. But they did not care. They swore that they were apples and oranges, totally different. My grandfather swore up and down that his were the best. My grandmother swore they were the best, and they couldn't they couldn't just discuss it. They had to scream about it and curse and just the most obnoxious yelling. And you'd think the topic was like a life or death situation. It was meatballs. Like they were screaming about what's going on about meatballs. Whose meatballs are better? I couldn't believe it. And it was so sad because they were both delicious. And like my grandfather, if my grandmother would cook a full course meal, my grandfather would not touch it until she was not at the table no more because he didn't want to look stupid by eating her food. After he does all the stuff saying it's not the best and his is better. It's just funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, we were talking about this earlier. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Key and Peele sketch. Yeah, Mikey knows what I'm talking about. They're not Italian, but honestly, guys, look this up. I think it's it's probably my favorite sketch by them, and it's like the Macedonian restaurant, and like this couple comes into the restaurant, and they're like, yeah, like what should we have? And the guy's like, oh, get the ciabatta, and like they're like, oh, I heard that the Albanian restaurant makes that, and the guy like freaks out, is like cursing at them, like throwing dishes, and like basically in the end, it's like, you know, like these two dishes just have a slightly different name, and they're made in a different order. And I really do feel like that sums up a lot of the Italian feuding. Like it's like these like minor differences in these dishes.
Like, what quantity of garlic do you apply? Like nothing serious.
But it's like it inspires such like anger.
Yeah, man.
Like so, I was telling you this story earlier. Like so. Around Easter, my family makes something called pizzagine, right? My dad does, right?
Delicious.
You know, which it means meat pie, right? So it's, I don't know, guys. Essentially, like picture like a big stromboli with like eggs in it. Mm-hmm. It's really delicious, but it's like a big meat lover's stromboli, essentially.
Right.
So we have it for Holy Saturday, day before Easter. My family comes over, we eat it. It's great. We used to be a big party. Until my mom decided she didn't want to have a big party anymore. It's something that's a little salty. Me and my dad and my mom.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of saltiness there.
It's okay.
That she killed Pizzagine.
No.
So now we do it with our just our immediate family, but our neighbors used to come, and one of our neighbors who is an Italian. Give his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout him out.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to Mr. John.
Mr. John.
Yeah, Mr. John.
Shout out, baby.
You know. So Mr. John, obviously by his name, he's of like English descent. He's not Italian, but he got into one of these Italian food wars with an Italian guy up in New England, because that's where his wife is from. So I think they were up there for some reason. But like he goes into like this Italian market. And the guy's like, he sees the pizzagine, and he's like, oh, my neighbor makes that for Easter, and like, immediately, the guy behind the counter is like, oh yeah, how does he make it? like immediately, and my neighbor's like, cause like I don't think he knew about like this whole like weird Italian, bitter Italian hatred for each other's recipes. Like this is irrational hatred.
It's there.
Like, and he's like, oh, he does this, and the guy's like, no, that's not how you make it. And like, my neighbor continues, oh, and then he does this, and he's like, no. But then my neighbor was able to win because like, this is true. My neighbor says like, oh yeah, well then he goes down to the local parish church and has it blessed by a priest, and the guy like throws his hands up in the air and like kind of backs off. Yeah, because like how are you gonna out Italian that? What's more Italian than having your essentially your stromboli blessed by a Catholic priest?
I think the only way that guy could have defeated Mr. John in that argument.
Been like, well, I get the Pope.
I was gonna say if he had the Pope in the back or something like that. Yeah, other than that, he's done. He's got to quit.
Yeah, like you're out. You're out.
Mr. John won.
Yeah. So.
Well, your dad won. Your dad won on behalf of Mr. John.
Yeah, but I say points to Mr. John.
No, for sure, yeah.
For winning.
Heck yeah.
Because I think Mr. John, like, he didn't need to say that blessed by a priest thing, but he kind of, some part of him knew.
Now, between you and me.
He was right. Like, he knew, all right, this will get this guy.
No, for sure.
Shout out for him to, like, kind of had the intuition to know that.
Now, the audience doesn't have to hear this. Between you and me.
All right.
Was it really blessed?
You think I'm going to lie about that?
All right, back to the show. I'm sorry.
No, I know. Like, no, legit.
That's awesome.
My dad has. So we make two pies. One of them gets blessed. The other one doesn't.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's like something that that you know.
My grandmother would bless her food all the time. She would be like, if she was cooking, she would like say a little prayer to herself, like, you know, in Italian, like, I hope everybody like doesn't choke on this. Maybe not so like morbidly, but she was like, you know, I hope everybody enjoys this.
It sounded beautiful in Italian.
It sounded great, man. She was so like influential with it, and here I am just butchering it. I hope nobody chokes. Amen.
He takes it down to our parish church. It's something that our parish does. Like they have like food blessing for Easter. Like, as weird as that sounds, like
that's not, dude.
Like all these people bring their food, and like the priest comes around with like the holy water and like sprinkles it. Like it's real.
No,
it's real.
Dude, I know it's. Well, I feel like a lot of the audience doesn't know that, man. They don't know the.
Or well, actually, maybe we don't do that anymore. But my uncle was ordained as a deacon.
Okay.
So now he blesses it because you know, like he's able to.
Right.
As a deacon, so yeah, I think he blesses both of them now.
Oh man.
At the dinner.
Oh God, yeah. So you get it like alive, like you get it right there for sure. You have proof that this was blessed.
This is certified blessed.
No, that's what we all need, man. I think.
Oh yeah.
Well, I honestly, like, in all seriousness, I feel maybe not, you know, bless your food, but I feel like if everybody, a little side note, like if everybody like cared that much to like bless their food, like maybe not bless it, but just make sure like it was like made right. I don't know, man. You know, you see a lot of people like they throw food together and it's just like, eh. But I've never had someone bless my food, and without me saying like, man, that was delicious. You know what I mean? Like, people just don't care. People don't bless their food no more.
Okay. No, I got you, man. No, I think
Joe's he's letting me dig this hole over here. And I'm getting lower and lower.
No, I feel like you're trying to get to like the point of like maybe like there's been a loss of like art.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah,
in
like,
making food. It's like
yeah, pride and like you know, yeah, like I know I
kinda, you know how they say like, oh, you gotta love the food.
Yeah, no, like
that's I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
No, for sure. Like make everything like it's, you know, like you're making it for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you know. Yeah, I just feel like we need a lot more of that.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, I need to be more patient when I cook because I do sometimes like.
Do you yell at your sauce?
No, I don't yell at my sauce.
Yeah, because I don't I don't do that either. That'd be.
Wait, you yell at your sauce?
What? That'd be crazy.
Wait, what are you yelling?
I sternly talk to my sauce, and I just let it know, like, hey, you know, we got people coming soon. Like, let's hurry it up, buddy.
Yeah, how long do you cook your sauce for?
I honestly cook my sauce for about 5 hours.
Oh man, you do it right.
5 hours. I put the wine. I put the everything, man.
So like sometimes, man, I gotta do like an hour.
Nah, dude, I've been there.
I'm trying to get my dinner.
I know if you're working all day.
If it's a special occasion, like I made Christmas dinner like 2 years ago. We made brajol and manicotti.
I think you put it on Snap. Yeah, man, looked delicious. Looked delicious.
About 4 hours.
Right.
4 hours cooked. So that's more like how you're supposed to do it. No, and I did it by the book how my grandmom would do it. Now, if it's just for me or if I'm just trying to make it quick, I do cut some corners.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. For sure. Like,
it still comes out all right.
That's it. Like, if you have all day to prepare it, yeah, do it right. But if it's like one of those things where you're working and like, yeah, you want pasta for dinner, and like, all right, I'm like an hour, not even. Now, are you
still better than Prego? Though,
I was gonna say, don't you ever open that? If you ever hear sauce go, and it's not homemade and it's like actual jarred like something, it's no good. Your sauce is already seasoned.
You know, there was a brand I actually did find once that was actually pretty good. It was jarred sauce from Jersey.
Yeah.
Your home state.
Yeah, I'm listening.
And it was called Sunday Gravy. It was really good. It's when I lived in D.C. There was like, speaking of that, D.C., man, like no Italians there.
Really?
Like as far as like cuisine goes, it's all like chain pizza places. No like independent pizza places. Not really a lot of Italian restaurants. Like, it's weird.
Really?
But there was one Italian specialty store that I would go to and get like sandwiches and sausage, and like it was like when I was starting to learn how to make my own sauce. But I did for a little bit. I got sauce there. That was good.
It was good.
It was good. This brand, but it was like a family brand, so it wasn't like.
Oh, okay. Like it was like a.
It wasn't like a big.
Like a mom and pop. Oh no, it was probably delicious. Yeah.
No,
man.
it was good. It was good.
Yeah, it wasn't no Prego or like
no,
Santin or whatever.
No,
yeah.
no, it wasn't like that.
Ragu or anything.
But honestly, since I learned how to make my own sauce, I've not gone back.
Yeah, man.
I make so yeah.
And isn't it like the easiest thing in the world too? And it's just like
that's like
it's
the thing.
so
That's the thing you
flavorful,
guys
man.
need to learn. All you guys out there who use jarred.
Yeah.
It's not hard. It's not hard to make sauce.
Not at all.
It's
like
not.
it's the easiest thing. I used to watch my grandmother do it, and I'd be like, as a kid, I'd be like, man, I don't want this again. Like,
I'll never do this.
I was like, now it's like, man, I'll peel that garlic. It's funny. My grandmother would have company over. Like before she'd even start cooking, she would just fry garlic as like perfume, as like spray for the house. Just fry garlic.
Potpourri.
Yeah, like people would be like, oh, what's she cooking? Nothing yet. Like, why does it smell like garlic in here? Hey, don't worry about it. Yeah,
ambiance.
we want you to feel like you're, in a restaurant, even though you're not. We love garlic. That's all I got to say about that.
So if you learn one thing from this episode, it's we love garlic.
Yeah, I mean, but that's so like.
Yo, do you eat garlic as like a health thing?
I actually do. Yeah, I have an uncle that swears that garlic was used as a steroid, which it was back in the Roman times. He swears that it's keeping him alive right now.
I knew this Albanian guy who like I love this guy. Like he was awesome dude. Well, yeah, he was like this old Albanian guy, and he would tell me about how he eats garlic. Like he'd be like, yeah, he's like, I don't take like pills anymore.
He garlic.
He eats cloves of garlic.
It's true, man. I mean,
it was like,
dude, I gotta shout out my uncle Don Abramowitz, man. This guy literally buys peeled garlic in bulk, like a jar of garlic, and chews it like candy. My man's 82 years old, and he is in better shape than I am, and I'm 24. And I truly believe it's from the garlic and his rigorous workout routine.
We talked about this also. We were kind of thinking it might be because they came from Italy, they didn't grow up on the processed stuff.
Exactly.
And that might be something what to do.
Well, it's like my grandpa though, will not eat pasta, will not eat garlic, but pasta primarily because he says when he was a kid that's all he had. He's sick of it.
Oh wow.
He won't eat. I swear, if I make pasta, I can make it any type of way, he won't touch it. If he makes it, he'll eat it. So I'm just starting to think
you make homemade pasta.
I mean, we have this pasta maker, but I can't lie, I don't. I buy fresh pasta.
Honestly, man,
it's just too much. I don't want to make all the mess.
I don't know if I prefer fresh pasta.
Nah.
I kind of like the dry pasta.
I do too.
I don't know. That's bad. I honestly I prefer it.
If it's rigatoni or just regular spaghetti, angel hair, yeah, I like it dry. But if it's fettuccine, something like that, fresh is not too bad or something, Or if I'm making a soup, chicken noodle soup, and I want fresh pasta in there. But I don't
know.
I just don't like fresh spaghetti. I don't like fresh pasta as spaghetti meatball pasta. You know what I mean? Something I just would easily open a box.
All right. Is there any I mean, I'm just kind of noticing this is exactly what I wanted to avoid. Now we've just been talking about pasta for a half hour, but no. But what I was saying, what time? Okay, all right. We're not going too bad, but all right. I guess your favorite pasta shit, or what's pasta you don't like?
Pasta I don't like?
Farfalle, man. I don't like
farfalle. Yeah.
No.
Really?
No, I do not like it.
Man, what if?
Honestly, I don't really like ravioli either.
Are you serious?
I am.
What about tortellini?
Tortellini, I like tortellini.
About tortelloni? The little bigger tortellini?
Yeah.
You like that, but you don't like ravioli?
No.
Really? See?
No.
I didn't peg you for that kind of guy, Joe.
Yeah.
I thought you were the kind of guy that would, hang out with me, eat a whole can of ravioli, and just, never tell anybody about that. I thought.
I don't know. There's something I just don't like about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, man. I could eat any kind of pasta. I think it's just how you do it. I don't
really like rigatoni either.
Really?
I like penne's all right.
Ziti? You like a baked ziti all done up?
I like baked ziti. Yeah. I like spaghetti. I like angel hair.
Is it just the shape of the farfalle?
Pappardelle. Or as it is in Calabria.
No, it's
Lagani. That's what they call it there.
But You don't like farfalle though,
No.
yeah? Is it just like a shape
It's the
thing?
texture. I really
Texture, yeah.
I'm not even playing with you. I really do not like farfalle.
Really? No, I believe it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could tell. That's funny, man. No, I didn't.
And rigatoni's like too big. Like
See, like,
I don't like that.
see, like, I can't say I hate any kind of pasta, but like, I could say I hate how it's prepared. Like, I won't eat pasta with mushroom.
Hey, I mean, I'll eat it,
Right.
but like if I'm at the store, I'm not going to pick farfalle or rigatoni. Like, like I'm sorry, I don't know. Like I feel like this conversation has completely gotten away from us.
Look, this conversation, we got it. We're just look. Anytime you talk about farfalle,
I was
man.
literally talking to Mikey before this. I was like, "Yeah, man, I don't want this to be like an Italian American podcast. I mean, it's part of who we are, so obviously
course.
come in." But now we have been spending like 15 minutes.
And you know what?
Talking
It was
about
it was
pasta shapes.
unintentional. We're sorry, and we have issues that we just love pasta. Except for Joe. Joe doesn't like all kinds of pasta.
No, I mean, hey, I'll eat them. I'll eat
Okay.
them. It's a preference.
But I admire them, and that's the difference between us.
Linguine. That might be my favorite, man.
Linguine,
That is my preferred. When I make Sunday gravy, that is my preferred.
Yeah?
Yep.
man.
That is what if you have Sunday gravy made by me,
Linguine.
Yep.
Are you an Alfredo kind of guy? Alfredo sauce kind of guy?
I feel like when I was like a kid, I liked it.
Yeah, nah, I don't. I just anything like too creamy.
I
can't
haven't had Alfredo in like a long time.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like 2 weeks for me, and here we go again.
Yeah.
We're just digging a hole about Alfredo sauce.
Yeah.
But how you?
Oh, by the way, all right. A lot of people say, "Oh, Alfredo's not Italian. Alfredo's not Italian." It actually is. Technically, it was made by a guy named Alfredo, and in Rome you can get fettuccine Alfredo,
right.
and it was made by this guy Alfredo. There, it's not a common dish, but it was made in Italy. It just became popular over here. But so a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's not."
Yeah,
It's
I always
not
wondered
actually
that.
Italian.
Like,
No, it was made in Rome.
yeah,
Here,
Alfredo's
pull it up,
Italian.
pull it up,
Like
pull it up right
Alfredo's definitely Italian.
Pull it up. Yeah, it's you can only get it in Rome at this guy's restaurant though. It's like a signature dish there. Yeah, fettuccine Alfredo. Go right there. Yeah, we're gonna find it. I'm telling you. I want to get this guy's name. Yeah. All right. What we got here? Yeah, Alfredo Di Lelio, and he at a restaurant on Via della Scrofa in Rome. Yeah.
1914.
Yeah, 1914.
Wow.
In Rome. So
Yeah, I mean all these people here, they don't call it Alfred pasta. That's American. Alfred pasta. It's
no,
Alfredo.
it's just that it got popular here, but it is from Italy.
Well, it's funny. Like when I was in Italy, spaghetti and meatballs is like.
No, yeah.
It's like what? What is that? It's like.
Yeah, they don't eat it together.
Yeah, no.
Like spaghetti and meatballs are like separate. They have meatballs, they have spaghetti, they just eat it separately.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's funny. Real quick, when I was on I was going to Capri, and we were on this ferry.
Never went there.
And beautiful, man.
I know.
Beautiful, man. I can't stress enough. Now I'm all thinking about is Capri, but we were on this ferry.
I missed out a lot on Naples. I didn't really do Naples.
No?
I had like a bus tour in Pompeii.
If this podcast kicks off, we gotta at least have an episode in Italy, man. We gotta make that a goal within the next year.
Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be crazy, man.
That would actually be
because,
pretty
dude, I
awesome.
know you got tons of relatives. I got tons of relatives down there still. I have relatives that offered like me a place to stay if I went back down there. You know how hospitality is in Italy. Like you can go there, you can go there with your whole like.
Yeah, they're just
like,
nice people. Like
yeah, but like, yeah, it's funny over there, man. Like spaghetti and meatballs. Nah, you don't really see it. And I was on this ferry, and they were serving American pizza, and it was just so funny that like somebody wrote on like the little like a sign for what the pizza of the day was.
what was it, like New York style?
It was
pizza
hot dogs on pizza. I swear to God, it was just literally cut up hot dogs, and I was just like. I was trying my best not to speak no English. Nobody thought like I was associated with that hot dog pizza. And I just remember like I was like chucha Americans, even though here I am American myself. But I couldn't take ownership of that pizza.
Yeah, then it's like eventually they all realize like, why is this guy talking like he's from like
why is
the
he like,
19th century?
Why is like a 19th century Castellan? This guy. Like,
Yeah, like, why is this guy talking in this weird dialect? Like,
Nah, it's funny, man. It's funny. We definitely have a culture full of animosity when it comes to cooking.
But something I will say, the Italians in Italy, they don't really do that animosity thing. I think it's more of an Italian immigrant thing.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Like they don't like. Yeah,
I think it's so beautiful over there that like, I mean, come on, like like you see those mountains, dude. Like I don't think you can be too upset. Whereas you come over here and it's like, all right, work.
Like when I was over there, like they would see my last name Martino, they'd be all happy. At no point were they being like, "You're not real Italian."
Yeah.
like, because I mean, we won't get into all that, but there are people who do that too. Like,
for sure. Like,
gatekeeping the Italian, the Italian like cultural identity, but like. Yeah, like they didn't really. I mean, like obviously they're like, oh yeah, you're American, but like they didn't even think about to go at you as like, oh, you don't get to claim the heritage.
Yeah, no,
very, very nice, welcoming people. I have
I had
very few times where I had like bad experiences with like Italians over there.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, do you ever have this happen to you? I have an uncle over here, and I remember I would say buongiorno, come state every morning. I would say. And, like, one day he just yelled at me, and he was like, speak English! I was, like, thinking to myself, like, it's my primary language. Like, no one's ever yelled at me to speak English before. Like, you know, want me to speak Italian with you? So I never spoke Italian with him again. You ever get that before from speaking to, like, an older relative or something? Like, they're offended that, like, oh, you're speaking this language that they were, told not to speak when they came over here. Which I get.
Okay,
yeah, like, my uncle was offended. I had to speak English when I came here.
Okay, yeah, no, so... My grandfather, he was like the last generation that could like understand it really.
Right.
He didn't even really speak it because, as you were saying, like his parents really wanted him to speak English.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I learned it. All the Italian I learned was like in Italy, pretty much, except for like some words here and there, like holdover, like dialect words.
Yeah, no,
that just kind of came through, that like stuff that like you and I both know.
Right,
like,
yeah.
And every Italian American knows these words, kind of thing.
Right.
But no, I didn't have an experience where like,
yeah,
because my great grandmother, she passed away by the time I was like 3, so like I didn't grow up like being able to like even try to speak Italian to her.
Nah, but you were 3 years old though. You at least were able to meet her. I was able to meet I think both my great grandparents, my great grandfathers, which is I don't remember them, but it was like cool that I, back in '97, I got to meet them.
My great grandmother, funny little story. She told my uncle to shut up at my parents' wedding because she thought he was going on too long in the church. During like I don't know, some sort of like speak like just like he's like sharing all these beautiful words. Or maybe he might have even been doing like a reading. I don't know.
Oh, man.
But like there's like footage and like in the middle of it he's like saying like he's talking and you just hear in the crowd, "Oh, shut up, Steven."
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, like
oh my god. What'd everybody do? Like turn around?
I think he just kept going like
that's something my grandfather would do to me.
I think he like stopped for a second, like looked up and smiled.
Oh my god.
Was, just like kept going.
I have one question. I know Joe's got a lot to talk about, and I just want to more
because we do want to get into the Blockbuster before we wrap up the episode.
Yeah, no, I just got a quick question, and any of the listeners, maybe you can answer. Maybe you're not Italian, but if you have like foreigner grandparents, answer me this: and my grandparents are from Italy, so like if I'm outside cutting the grass, I'm 24 years old. I know how to cut grass. I've been cutting grass all my life. And the neighbors are outside. My grandfather makes it a point to come outside. And my grandfather, the hardest working man I've ever met, I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. He's older now. He cannot move the way he can. If he still could walk like he would, he'd be out there cutting the grass and all that stuff. He loves it. So I'm out there cutting the grass. We got neighbors, man. He comes outside, and he's got to yell at me to instruct me. Hey, Mike. He's like screaming. I have to like shut the mower off. I'm like, what? He's like, cut this way too. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was about to do. Do you have any like anyone listening? Do you have relatives that do that to you? If so, I think we need to get together and talk because I'm frustrated, man. I think. And Joe's looking at me like, Mike, are you all right?
No, I'm just trying to think. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I have any relatives that like.
It's embarrassing, man.
Like,
I know how to cut the grass. Don't tell me. turn left. Like, I know. So, Joe, you know what? I had to get that before my blood pressure went up. I had to say this.
All right, man.
I appreciate you letting me vent.
Hear from here. Mikey, don't tell him to cut the grass. He don't like it.
I don't. So, anybody listening, if you got, grandparents from different
countries.
countries.
Mikey cutting the grass.
Just leave it be.
Just walk. Keep walking.
Just
keep walking. Leave him alone.
The best thing you can do. Yeah, no, leave me alone. But the best thing you can do is say, hey, Mike, that's a great job. Because, I need that sometimes.
Yeah, but then you're going to have to shut your mower off and,
If you could mouth, that's a great job to me. If you see me on the street, I'd appreciate it. But if don't make me stop the mower, because then I'll get a little upset, and then I got to start over, and I don't like priming it. And Joe, what were you before I dug this other hole?
No, it's fine, man. It's fine. We gotta run the clock somehow. So I think what we're gonna talk about Blockbuster.
Yeah, Blockbuster, man.
This is our first nostalgic topic. So, again, this is our first episode, but we want to definitely have each episode have a topic, a pop culture topic from 2000s, 2010s.
Yeah, man.
Our when we were all coming of age.
Right.
And Blockbuster and the home movie store in general.
Yeah, man. Hollywood Video, Lone Star Video.
I think it was Hollywood Video that was my store.
Yeah.
And just outside of Westchester. I guess at that time it was the Gentili's supermarket.
Oh yeah, Westchester?
Yeah, but that closed down. It's a Giant now, but it was the Gentili's. Every Sunday after church, we would ride the Gentili's listening to Sundays with Sinatra, hosted by Sid Mark.
Oh!
Every Sunday. So that was that was a little, I don't know, did you guys listen to Sid Mark? Sundays with Sinatra? Is that big
not really, honestly. My mother and my aunts were very into heavy metal. So my grandmother Sunday morning you'd wake up, she'd have church service on the TV, oh, and they're just oh my God, what the heck is this? But that was it.
Are you familiar with Sundays with Sinatra?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. You know
no, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. But it was something we didn't always listen to. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, no, it was literally on the way to church and then on the way to Gentili's.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
They'd have it on. Yeah, and we do our grocery shopping. Mr. Gentili would. They had you remember those change things that you put the coin, it would spin around and around and around.
Yeah, the donation there.
So this guy was awesome. He wouldn't even make you do the change. He had change in his this kind of coin
dispensary
pockets.
Thing. Yeah.
And
a coin fanny pack.
He was he was the old patriarch of the Gentili family. So I think he was retired by that point. But he would just be over there by this donation thing, take out, give kids change. So every Sunday I get change from Mr. Gentili and put it in this
that's
spiral
awesome,
thing.
Man. That's so wholesome, dude.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. Now Gentili's is a great.
Giant has is a scary robot.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if that's a Pennsylvania thing or what, but I never saw that in Jersey. I just gotta be quick. I thought I saw C-3PO when I saw that for the first time, I was scared.
Yeah, no.
That robot.
One time I was in it, and he comes around the corner, and my friend Maria just jumped back.
Yeah,
she did not see it coming. It was in Jersey though.
Really? I think
so. I think we were in Jersey. Yeah,
probably not South Jersey.
Yeah, it was
South Jersey.
South Jersey. Yeah, Cape May County.
Oh man.
Yeah. I think we were down the shore. But yeah, that scared her. Anyways, robots.
Blockbuster.
Less robots, more Mr. Gentili.
No.
No, but seriously, it's a good memory, Mr. Gentili. I think he passed away.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were a good fan. I love that store. Good, fond memories.
Yeah, they got the Gentili's over here too, up on Westchester Pike. I think Gentili's produce market.
Oh man, I've been saying this wrong. Junta. Nah, oh my God. I got confused. It was Junta's Market.
Junta's Market.
Mr. Junta.
Okay.
Now Gentili's is still around now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Ooh, that's a bad faux pas on my part there. Now Junta's was the grocery store in Westchester. Guys, remember I was 5 when that place closed down, so
Nah, that's Joe.
Joe,
the stupid things I've asked you and you've had to answer me without making me feel bad, I think you can make a mistake here and there, Joe.
Okay, all right.
I think you're warranted.
All right. Everything else about that story is true. Just it was Juntas, not Gentiles. Gentiles is in Newtown Square.
Right,
and it's still around.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, my mom still goes there.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah. But you were saying though, you drive Sundays with Sinatra. Would you be going to like a Blockbuster or like Hollywood Video and with that or?
No. So we would go. I think it was a Hollywood Video. It was Blockbusters if I went to my grandparents' house. And that I bet like so I would sleep over at my grandparents' house and like honestly, man, I'd say my grandma, big reason why I got into cinema, because she would show me, like, classic films.
Awesome,
like
man.
Like Dr. Zhivago, Lawrence of Arabia. Like
yeah, Lawrence of Arabia,
like,
yep.
epic films that she would have me watch. Watched a lot of Godzilla movies, dinosaur movies. Jurassic Park. They showed me Jurassic Park.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jurassic Park is Godzilla, Jurassic Park, man. Like, those movies, like...
And I used to ask, when watching Jurassic Park, this is one of those things, like, when you're a kid, things that make sense, but, like, don't make any sense.
Yeah, we talked about
like,
that.
Yeah, I told you the Jurassic Park story. So, like, I'd be watching it, and I'd be like, where are the dinosaurs? Because the dinosaurs don't come until, like, later in the movie. My grandfather's like, oh, no, they have to set them up first. So, like, I knew that, like, they weren't real dinosaurs. But, like, it didn't occur to me that this is a recording.
Yeah,
and it made sense to me, like, oh, yeah, like... In the movie, they gotta set the dinosaurs up to have like the dinosaur puppets,
dude.
Like, and it's like it didn't occur to me like this is a recorded film,
dude. I'm right
like,
there with you.
I took that at face value. I was like, oh, okay, Grandpa.
You just you're a little kid.
Grandpa,
Like
that makes sense to me.
Dude, in the 01 Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, or 2002 Spider-Man.
I forget. I remember you said something.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Spider-Man.
Ooh,
I wanted to be Peter Parker, dude.
That's gonna have to be a topic.
Oh, for real, man. Spider-Man
trilogy, iconic.
Oh my god. No, I mean I was a little kid, dude. This was like 02 when the first Spider-Man came out, and I remember like I was like 5, and I was obsessed with Spider-Man. And I wrote a letter to Peter Parker, and I was adamant that my mom could like send it to him. Because I would watch the movie every day, like 3 times. I had it on VHS. So she was like, yeah, all right, I'll send it to him. I wrote this big, long thing about like how I want to be Spider-Man. And like, I look up to him and this and that. So she sends the letter out, you know. I'm doing little rabbit ear things with my hands, but she didn't really. But I watched the movie like later that day, and I'm looking on his desk in his room. Like, I paused it. I'm like, really looking. I'm like, yo, Ma, like, you send that letter? And she's like, yeah, it'll be there. So, like, the next day, you know, I'm watching. I pause it. I'm like crying. I'm like, Mom, like, you didn't send the letter. And then she broke it to me like, Mike, this is a movie. This isn't real. Like, and it broke my heart. The fact
that you thought, like, you've been watching the same thing.
Yeah, and
but that your letter would now exist in that film.
Like, I didn't think, like, like, this guy would not have the same, like you're not going to. Yeah, like too much stuff happened in that movie to happen every day. Like, but I didn't know. I thought the Green Goblin got stabbed by his own glider every night. I thought that's what it was. I didn't know any better. But it's funny.
It's like weird to think about as soon as you're a kid.
Like looking behind the TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's funny. So like when you would say they were setting the dinosaurs up, would you get all like hype, like, oh man, they're coming.
No,
like,
it will calm me down, like, because I'd be like, oh yeah, okay.
And you would snipe.
Yeah, like then I'm just like, okay, yeah, I guess they gotta set them
up. Yeah,
set up the puppets for
me. It's like VHS tape, like.
Yeah, no, it's a VHS. It's from Blockbuster that we got that night.
That's cool though, man.
Yeah, but yeah, Blockbuster was good. Now, before we wrap up, what do you think? Like, do you wish we could go back to Blockbuster home video stuff, or streaming services? Yay.
I love streaming services. I cannot lie.
A lot of good series.
Yeah, I'm just so used to them at this point. You know, like if like back in time when I had my Blockbuster membership, if you would have like gave me like HBO.
Oh, you had your own membership?
Yeah, well, my grandmother did. I'll go with my grandma. Like you said, with your grandma, we could watch these movies. I would do that, but with my grandpa. But like he was like very broken Englishy. Like he wouldn't go into a movie store. He'd go to Home Depot. That's where he spent his time. But like I'd go home with my grandmother, and I just like. If you could, like, back in the day, I think I'd pick streaming services, but now, it's something about, like, going to the movie store, like, looking at the physical copy of, like, I loved that, dude. Like, I have dreams sometimes, like, and I wake up so sad, like like I brought this to you up earlier. Like I have a dream that I'm in Kmart in like 99, 2000, and like
Mikey wanted this to be the topic.
Kmart, yeah.
He was like walking into Kmart when you were 5.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't really know about that, man.
Like I don't know if it's like
I feel like Blockbuster,
yeah.
Topic.
But even though, like, just I don't know. I miss Blockbuster, man. Hollywood Video, Lone Star Video,
2004.
Yeah, like
you're in Cherry Hill. You walk into that Kmart.
That Kmart, man. That's right. What like Kmart really did though, they had like anything you needed, man. I remember that. Like
I just remember it was big.
It was huge. They had a huge movie section.
Like,
I remember. Like that's what I loved. It was so cool. It was like they had like a Blockbuster inside a store that already had like toys. It wasn't Blockbuster, but nah, man.
Blockbuster in a store.
I think streaming services are the way to go now, man. Only because, you know, it just saves...
Well, I like the series that come out of that.
Yeah, it's so cool, man.
That's what I like. But as far as, like, picking out movies, there was something to be said about going and,
yeah,
I mean, what do they got?
They had, like, popcorn and, like, candy. Like, you felt like you were in the theater, like, just going to this movie store. They had, like, everything you needed for, like, movie night and stuff like that. I'd be real quick. I remember fondly, man, like, Freddy vs. Jason came out, and... Those of you who don't know me, I want to be a film director. Like, that's all I've ever wanted to do in my life, all my life. So, like, Freddy vs. Jason came out. I remember renting it, or, like, my mom renting it for me. And I remember her telling me, like, yeah, this is a movie, da-da-da. And I was like, man, like, I want to make something. Like, I want to make movies one day. Like, this is so cool. Like, because I was so scared of it until my mom explained, like, yeah, this isn't real. Around the time, like, she explained about Spider-Man.
And you started writing letters to Freddy.
And I started writing letters to Jason, and I was like, please don't kill me. Like, you're really scary. Like, I'm sorry they drowned you as a kid. Nah, but it's just like...
I don't see the letter in the cabin.
I was like, Mom, Jason don't got my letter. Nah, it's just... I feel like these generations coming up, man, will never know that feeling of just
it's weird. But at the same time, like the streaming service, they are like
they're awesome.
It's the way of the future.
No, that's cool,
like,
man.
You know,
or like I remember Netflix when it was like they would send you like DVDs. It was
I never got that, but I remember it existing.
Yeah, that wasn't anything great. I'd rather just much throw my movie into a Blockbuster little bin. I remember they'd have outside.
Yeah, I remember that being fun.
Yeah, like
just like
I'd always feel like it would just disappear into this abyss.
You like eat this thing.
Bye. Yeah, I'll never see you again. Let me ask you this: do you have like a movie that you remember specifically always wanting to rent as a kid, or was it always something like you just watched whenever your family rented?
I feel like it was a lot of like Godzilla stuff, but something I remember renting from, I think it was the Hollywood Video. It's really weird that I remember this specifically. It was like this Peter Pan, but it wasn't the Disney one.
Oh God!
And like in it, Captain Hook had like different types of hooks.
Oh God!
So like he had one that was like double. He could had like pinchers on.
Oh God!
Wait, look it up.
Yeah, I gotta listen. What kind of producer am I?
I just remember watching it. I just remember watching this thing like a lot. Like I don't even know how you would Peter Pan.
Is it a movie?
Or a TV show. I think it was like a cartoon. And it was like, live action Peter Pan from 2003, by the way. Fantastic film.
Very fantastic film, man. I love that movie.
Honestly, we should do an episode on that.
I would, man. I would. Remember when that little kid like
Jason Isaacs is Captain Hook?
Dude.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah, really, man.
Dude, did you remember it's Jason Isaacs? You almost don't know.
No, I didn't.
That's look like him. That's Jason Isaacs. Look at him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like look closer. Wow. It's Jason Isaacs.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. I remember this movie though.
Yeah, that movie was fantastic.
We're talking about Hook with Robin Williams.
I never got much into that one.
I'm trying to think. Was it a cartoon that you're talking about?
Oh, no. Wait.
The pinchers, like...
yeah, like pinchers.
Peter Pan, like, movie?
Peter Pan, like, animated TV show. Not Disney, I don't know.
Animated? Would it be a movie, you think? Like, was it like...
It was like a show, I think.
Animated show.
Non-Disney.
See what happens.
It's more
that?
You say Disney and more Disney.
Yeah, Disney. Let me just take away Disney.
Just type in Peter Pan on Wikipedia, and then let's see if we can like.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can like. Yeah, because it'll have like adaptations. So go to like. Go down to like. Yeah, wait. So in the section, publications, under publications, motion pictures and television.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's see. Robin Williams. Yeah. What if I dreamed this, man?
That'd be crazy, man.
Do you ever like get stuff like that where you're like,
did I dream that? Was that real?
Yeah, this whole like show.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It wasn't real. Because guys, that's kind of what's happening to me right now.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's here. Elves of the Middle Earth, maybe. Or is that even Peter Pan anymore?
I don't even know. Was it an anime?
You think so? They're not even like showing anything.
Nothing comes
Peter
up.
Pan syndrome?
No, it's definitely not that. Nah, because it was just regular Peter Pan.
But it was like the cartoon version?
It was a cartoon. Remember, it works based on Peter Pan. So a more comprehensive list. Here, type right.
Where's it on?
Works based on Peter Pan. So let's go find
original works.
Now go back to go to animation television animation. All right, we gotta look for something in the '90s. Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates. Let's see that. All right, now type that in on like
this
Google
looks
Images. Yo, I think this is it.
This looks promising.
And Tim Curry voiced Captain Hook.
Oh God, that's cool, man.
That's actually awesome.
That's
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh God, Tim Curry did that Captain Hook.
Yeah, that's it. Yo,
that's cool, man.
Peter Pan and the Pirates.
Yo, he looks like the freaking Quaker Oats guy, man.
He really.
That's
he really does. So if you're like not seeing, like you can't like look this up. He like would. Like he's not wrong. He looks like an evil Quaker Oats.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna like force feed like oats to me. I don't know.
It's like evil William Penn.
Oh my God. Yeah, like I'm gonna discover Pennsylvania, but evil Pennsylvania.
Like, he's gonna farm the evil Pennsylvania.
Ooh, not just regular Pennsylvania. Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. The city of brotherly rage.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be wrapping this up here.
All right, guys. We really appreciate you listening. We want you to listen next time.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. So honestly, yeah, we're gonna keep at this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And it's it's our first go at it. So we'll be trying to work out the bugs as we keep.
So
going.
it can only get worse from here. I mean, it can only get better from here, Joe.
All right.
We got this. All right, guys.
Sounds good.
Everybody take it easy. Have a good one.
All right.
Salute.